Good evening and salutations, my Weiner fans. I'm really liking these scenes with Tucker and Ashley. Now, there's two reasons why Ashley um, decided to have Tucker moved in. One, he got under Jack's skin. You know, Jack's been pretty much kind of giving, by trying to give her the boot, by trying to sit there and bully her out the house and everything like that. And now she's like, no, I'm not having this. Listen, I have a birthright here too, just as much as you do. And since you were so insistent on just having Diane here, regardless of what everyone else felt like, I'm gonna have Tucker here. So I felt like this was kind of a two-part move. Also, she has feelings for Tucker, and I, there are some really fun and interesting scenes, and dare I say it, kind of cute. Especially when they're walking up the stairs or whatever. He was like, "Oh, let me sit there and show you the way to the house or whatever." It's just like the way that they bounce off of each other and their humor and everything like that. It just works for me. I actually felt like that was the best part of this episode. Um, One of the best part of this episode. Jack comes in and Billy's sitting there like I'm on top of stuff or whatever, and Jack tells Billy that he proposed to Diane and he didn't get an answer. And Billy's like, listen, you might want to sit there and slow down. You need to sit there and really process your grief for Phyllis before you start making all these rash moves. And at first, Jack is like, no, I'm committed to her. Like I'm really fully committed to her, regardless. And they go down this memory lane, um, scenes of him and Phyllis, which I actually really like. Um, you know, Here's the thing: whenever I watch old scenes with Jack, his personality is like 180 at this point. It's literally 180. Like there's Jack, Yehole, the Dick, whatever he wants to think call him, and then there's the Mister Rogers version of Jack. You know, but I like the scenes of her and Phyllis, and it's just like man, like when you go back, like looking at them, it's like they're so young. I mean, I get it, but also this is another reason why I like the intro. This is another reason why I like this updated intro. Because I'm like, don't get me wrong, I like the other intro as well, but I'm like, they didn't change the music or anything like that. We're just seeing updated pictures of how they are now, not how they were like 15, 20 years ago. Um, but he's still totally committed to sitting there getting having a life with Diane and beating these charges and stuff. Now, the thing that Lauren, now we're gonna get to some scenes that kind of annoyed me and pissed me off. Lauren and Michael. Lauren just being bitchy as hell, and you know, coming at Michael like, "Did you ever consider my feelings about you taking the case and this, that, and the third?" And I'm like, it's his job. Like, it's his job, and Phyllis is his friend too. Like, my whole thing is like, if Michael is willing to sit there and stick his neck out, stick his reputation out, stick his wrath of you, why don't you sit there and have more faith in him? As far as if he really believed that she didn't do it, there must be a reason for that. But of course, oh no, 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 no. She got to sit there and be like, well, Diane did this and Diane did that, and maybe Diane did sit there and kill her, but Phyllis did this, but Diane did, and it's just like for like a good 5 to 7 minutes, that's all you heard from her, and just the anger, and it was just one of those things, and I'm just like, bro, you married that, you married that. That is your headed to death do you two part. or have you sit there and say that is totally your headache. Um, Good luck with that. So Summer, and I don't even understand why she did this. Summer decided to tell Daniel that Phyllis is alive, and for a hot minute, Daniel's like, "Yo, listen, like maybe you need to sit there and talk to someone. I get it, you know, like grief is hard, and I'm sitting there seeing mom every day and different people and stuff like that." But she's like, "No, she's really alive," and the way the language is set, she doesn't really get into details about how she found out that, Phyllis is alive. So to Daniel, it makes it seem like she kind of had a break from reality. Like she's just, the grief is just really hitting her hard. And of course, Daniel sits there and gives a couple of scenarios like, listen, if you do go to the cops or you do go to somebody, and let's just sit there and say for the sake of argument, she is alive, guess who's going to jail? So either scenario is going to be bad. And my whole thing is like, your mom told you the same thing. Now, granted, I think that Phyllis is a dingbat, but literally told you the same thing. You're sitting there talking about we should get chance to sit there and really bring her back and this, that, and third. And I'm like, I literally sat through that whole episode yesterday of your dingbat mom sitting there trying to use all sorts of excuses. And by the way, she was sitting there using those same excuses as well. Oh, it was Jeremy Stark that really manipulated her and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, they're exhausted. You ever just been so fed up with a character that it's like you're almost speechless, but you're just like, damn, you're tiresome. That's how I feel about Summer. I'm gonna have to sit there and look up her last name. Summer, is it Summer Newman? Is it Summer Abbott? Summer something. Um, I have no idea what the hell her last name is. I'm gonna have to sit there and look that up. But I'm like, you're telling your brother that she's alive, and it's like it went in one ear and out the other. Literally, it's literally like it went in one ear and out the other. Wow. And of course, when Jack gets back, he sees Tucker just kind of just sitting on the couch, just hanging out. And Ashley's like, yeah, so, he moved in here. I mean, since you're sitting there always telling me to put out of your life and, you don't really give a damn about you moving to somebody who I can't stand with a passion, well, I figure, you and Mud having Tucker here. So he is just livid. He is exhausted. He sees that. He's like, I'm going to deal with this issue in the morning. So, Tucker sits there and look at Ashley. He's like, well, that went well. That's fine. I think they said Tracy was like in New York for like a book deal or something like that. I wonder what her reaction is going to sit there and be like. If I actually tell you the truth, I'm kind of curious about that because for the most part, she did welcome in Diane with open arms. She wasn't all hostile towards her or anything like that. So I can't imagine her being hostile towards Tucker because Tucker has done some really bad stuff too, as far as lying to Ashley, cheating on Ashley, and all sorts of other stuff. And if she could sit there and forgive Diane all the stuff that she did, as far as causing pain to Jack and Kyle and everyone else, I think she should be okay. She seems like she's reasonable, very jolly, very upbeat for the most part. I don't know what her character like was back then. She might have just been that chick because again, point towards Jack, and I'm not gonna lie. I listen. Anytime I get to sit there and watch an old clip of old school Jack, I I really love. There was something about old school Jack. Old school Jack didn't give a damn. He was just an asshole, and I was here for it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really think of anything. Let me just go through my notes real quick. I feel like that's about it. Can't really think of anything else. Oh, and also Summer starts Nate yelling for Phyllis to come back, and at that point, I don't even think that I was very confused because at one point Daniel didn't sit there and seem like he took it that seriously. Like he didn't believe her. Then there was a part of me that felt like he did believe her. And then towards the end, it seemed like he didn't believe her again. So I'm like, I'm very confused about that. I don't know if he had actually taken her seriously or not. I guess time will sit there and tell. I feel like that's pretty much about it. But I always feel like I missed stuff. And if I did, like I always sit there and say, all my other reviews, come to the live stream tonight. I'm going to be sitting there talking about Y&R. I'm going to be talking about Days. I'm going to be talking about B&B. I'm going to be talking about GH, as I always do, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. I'm going to have a note, so hopefully, I won't. There's just a lot of times I won't sit there and I'm trying to do something a little bit different as far as when I do my live streams. And even if I don't get a chance to review it, I can remember a lot more stuff during the live stream when I take notes. So I'm trying a couple of different things to kind of improve different aspects of these live streams and reviews and stuff. Um, Also, Saturdays and Sundays. Well, this Saturday and this Sunday, if everything goes well, going to be having a couple of collabs going on this weekend. Also, I'm still going to be doing the members live streams. I don't know how I'm going to fit that in. But if you're not a member, hit the join button in the description box below. It's a lot of fun. We get into all sorts of different conversations, soaps, and everything in between. So you definitely don't want to sit there and miss out on those conversations because they're a lot of fun. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.